Howdy, y'all. Before we get into the magic today, I just wanted to acknowledge that there's been a lot of bad weather across the states lately, especially in the Southwest, in the Midwest, and I just wanted to upfront say fuck ice and fuck all the losers that supported ice and passed it via legislation and everything and voted for it in any regard. You're a loser if you did that, and hopefully we have better weather ahead, but we'll only be able to accomplish that through supporting our communities, our friends, neighbors, and just standing up to ice in whatever way we can, and just relying on love for our fellow man to build a better world for our children and our children's children. But with that said, let's just jump into the magic here. We have a four-color energy. It says 4.5. I'll get to that in a moment. Deck, and it's referring to energy because of Attune with Ether. This whole kind of concept, I originally got the idea from a Kalikai's video back in the fall. I would assume he released that when Cryogen Relic dropped, because I think that the interaction that he was really into was Core Skyfisher plus Cryogen Relic with Abundant Growth as kind of a way to tie that all together. And yeah, that's really appealing. He originally had a bunch of snow lands, like snow basics, to support the mana base. He didn't have this Attune with Ether tech, and he didn't have Survivor's Encampment. I think it was just mostly Abundant Growth and probably Lauren. I would have to double check. Don't quote me on that. But I wanted to have a little more four-color support in the mana base, so I am borrowing from the Dredge decks and playing 4 copies of Colony Garden and only 3 copies of Survivor's Encampment. So Colony Garden makes a creature, Survivor's Encampment takes advantage of that creature to be a rainbow land, and that supports us casting all our spells. And this also helps us stay ideologically consistent by avoiding playing any snow basics, because fuck ice, in case you forgot. But yeah, this deck is kind of similar in theory to my Kenku Artificer brew. Go back to my first video posted on this channel if you're curious about that. The idea there was kind of just Cryogen Relic plus a way to pick up Cryogen Relic. Dreamstalker was what I was playing in that Grixis version, but a 2-mana 1/5 is not really the same rate monster that a 2-mana 2/3 flyer is. And you still get the same benefit of being able to have a Skyfisher and a Cryogen Relic in play, and then you Ghostly Flicker both of those things, and you draw a butt ton of cards, and it's a really good card advantage engine. And the thing about this deck is I feel a lot more comfortable about this control shell with real Writhing Chrysalis. It's not just Kenku Artificer that can get blown out by, artifact removal. Like, it's an actual 3-for-1 in some cases that gums up the ground and buys us time. I feel a lot better about playing Archaeomancer and Ephemerate in this type of deck, which I think just makes the Ghostly Flickers better. It turns on things like Moment's Peace as like a fog loop. If you have Ephemerate, a Moment's Peace, and an Archaeomancer, that's a fog every single turn that your opponent needs removal or graveyard hate of some type to break that loop up. It's a counterspell loop. You could counter your opponent's spell every single turn once you get that set up, but we're not trying to race to that. That is our win condition. That is our end game. It's our way of saying, hey, I'm going to counter your spell every turn. Do you want to concede? I'm going to beat you down with a 2/3 flyer until you're dead. Actually, Core Skyfish Writhing Chrysalis, not the worst clock in the world for a control deck. I will say that. Yeah, that's kind of the idea here. Some tech pieces I have, Campfire as some life gain along with Pulse of Marasa. I don't love Pulse of Marasa because we have no lands that go to the graveyard. There are no fetch lands that I'm running here because Attune with Ether and Lorien Revealed are our fetch lands. So I'm not 100% certain that this is good, but rebuying Skyfishers, rebuying Chryslers, and Archaeomancers, that is good. That's strong. It's only a 1 of. We'll see. Ride's End is my only removal spell that doesn't care about toughness. It's not a damage-based removal spell. It's actually just like point and click and like the thing is gone. It's exiled forever. And I think that might be relevant. I don't mind it as a 1 of because, again, if it matters, Archaeomancer can get it back. Thraben kind of same idea. Some graveyard hate. Bajuka Bog also offering some graveyard hate. Great with Ghostly Flicker. Yeah. Lorien Revealed Writhing Chrysler, I'm really excited about. I really like the idea of Chrysler ramping us into hardcast Lorien Reveals. I think that will mitigate Lorien feeling like a land and like we're flooding. Like, this is 18 lands plus 8 ways to find lands. This is a 26 land deck in theory. But I think that Attune with Ether giving us 2 energy to power up our discharges, being able to discharge for 5 damage, kills a Chrysler, kills a Murmuring Mystic, kills a uh, Avenging Hunter out of elves or whatever. It kills a lot. For 1 mana, it's a very efficient form of interaction. And yeah, biggest thing I'm worried about with this deck is I don't think our game 1 against Spy or Mono Red is going to be stellar. The sideboard is pretty hard devoted to that, or Elves even. That's why Breath Weapon is here. Fairy Macabre, 4 Hydroblast, 3 Weather the Storms. I also anticipate that our like Bogles, White Weenie, those types of not White Weenie, well White Weenie too, like just all of the low to ground aggro decks. I'm not anticipating our game 1 to be great. I think we're going to be pretty reliant on Moments Piece looping them. That's kind of why I have the Moments Pieces in here, is for those aggressive decks. But again, Madness doesn't care about that. Spy doesn't really care about that. So we'll see. I expect this deck to do well against the Grixis Affinities of the world, just kind of the grindy artifact tapland mid-range decks, Gardens, perhaps. If we're not beating those decks with this list, it's back to the drawing board. We got to figure something out with it, because I do think that is where we want to be positioned. That's just kind of the apex control deck. But yeah, I think that basically summarizes it. We'll jump into the gameplay here, and just in case y'all forgot, fuck ice. Yeah, let's get into the magic. We're on the play in match number 1 here. Single basic island, doesn't cast Attune with Ether, need to mulligan that. Colony Garden with Abundant Growth, Attune with Ether, and Lorien. I like all of that. We have Archaeomancer, Ghostly Flicker. We're definitely keeping this. I think we're throwing back Flicker. Archaeomancer can buy back Lorien Revealed, which I'm pretty into. And then we'll just Garden go. Okay, up against Delver here. This makes me... What does this make me want to do? I guess I can go Attune with Ether, grab my Forest, Abundant Growth this turn, Abundant Growth next turn, plus Cyclorian, or I could Cyclorian to find blue-green tapland right now. I don't love my color fixing getting stuck, or like my land potentially getting countered. So let's just do this. And no attacks, same go. We can either into Island to be able to hold up Counterspell this upcoming turn. Thought Scour from the opponent. Just going to pop these out. Their own Lorien. I feel like it's unlikely we get Counterspelled here. Oh, definitely unlikely now. We're behind the 8-ball on these Delvers. What can I do about that? Lead with Attune. Feel like it doesn't really matter here, because I think I'm just going to put an Abundant Growth on whatever land I get here. Draw a card. Chrysler is good. That is good. Okay, I like that a lot. There you go. Whiff on Delver 1 time here. Okay, 1 time. Thank you, dealer. And a plant token can chump a snake. It's just worth so much more life if I don't do anything right now. No shuffle on the ponder. Scary. Lorien is just going to go find an island here. I want to be able to cast my Chrysler. They are definitely showing Counterspell, but I have the second Chrysler, so who cares? Directly into the Counterspell. Still got spawn value, and I mean, we're not blocking, so I may as well send a message. And next turn, we can cast a Chrysler with Counterspell protection. It's Brainstorm. Rough. There's a 6 in the air coming at us. Yeah, Brainstorm into Thought Scour can cast a Terror this turn. That's honestly not even all that scary, frankly. Hey, Discharge is a good one. It's straightforward, right? I think I can cycle Lorien. just to hit my land drop here. Play land, Chrysler, sack the tokens, a green and red. And you have counterspell, but so do I. We are not dead here, and we have the removal spell plus a way to get back removal spell. I forgot to attack. Shoot. Another ponder that they can clear with a thought scour if they want to. No shuffle. Mental note, okay. There's a chance that this thought scour is the one we saw earlier. They could have put it back, I suppose. And Cryptic Serpent, okay. We're in a fine position here. Yeah, especially with no attacks. Yeah, we are Gucci main right now. Ooh, baby. Yeah, just actually hold on, let me think. Yeah, I've cast 2 Attune with Ether, so this can kill both. How much mana do I have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Means that I can discharge Terror plus Archaeomancer, get back discharge. I could also just discharge an Insectile Aberration. 2, 4, 6. That might just be best, actually. This lets me kill the most creatures. We use 2 energy. And then we will sack here. 1, 2, 3. Always yield to this. Get back discharge. Always yield. And then kill this one. And 5 damage. And now I'm feeling pretty good. I am going to click out of this Thought Scour. I'm not confident that they have that in hand at this point. We're just going to jump. Plant token, doing its job here. Good job, buddy. Deep Analysis was a good one for them to have there. And another Terror, sure. Another Chrysler, I think, is going to get us there. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong color. Another Chrysler. And then we can just go sack, sack. Not red. For blue mana. And we'll flicker Archaeomancer and Island, I suppose. I'm going to make sure I have a discharge available to me, just so that I'm able to deal with what's on board right now. But the fact that I have Abundant Growth on my mountain means that I can't actually try and kill anything this turn. Okay, they milled through a Dispel, even though they know I have Galvanic Discharge. Another Cryptic Serpent that dies to discharge. We just need to find some card draw here. But we are wicked stable at the moment. 5 to kill that. And then do I just need to kill this Aberration? I guess I don't need to. Yeah, we'll just say go here. There goes Deep Analysis again, yep. Our goal here is just to work through... that's a tough one. Second from the top? Yeah, sure. Let's block like this. And discharge the Aberration. It made me mill my... Oh, we would have hit a Lorien. That would have been nice. But that's fine. We take no damage here. We trade with one of their terrors. Or we kill one of their terrors, I should say. Add another terror. We draw Moment's Peace, brother. Hell yeah, we're not dying. Orion is pretty good for them. Yep. Second from the top. Just Moment's Peace here. We have the ability to flash it back if they counter it. Okay. This is really tight. We have yet to draw any of our card draw, really. That was so good. Oh my gosh. We're so uppy right now. Oh, what do we get back in this spot? Definitely discharge, right? We have to block one of the terrors here. Yeah, I'm just going to get back discharge. And we're committed to chump blocking. But we have Chrysler plus kill a terror next turn. They still have 2 counter spells that we haven't seen, though. Yep, have to block. Do Cryptic Serpent. Passing. So we'll try and resolve Chrysler here. No counterspell, that's good. Sleep with the Dead is really annoying. Okay. This does just kill me, doesn't it? Yeah, they just have enough. Well, that's not true, actually. Hey, yeah, they did all of that, and none of it's untapping, which ain't great. But I can flashback Moments Piece still, but if they just have Dispel, it's over. And they got it. All right. GG. They drew a significant portion of their deck, so makes sense. But I think we have some good tools here. A couple of Pyroblasts, Tithing Blade. I think we just need to go down. I don't think we need Campfire. What else is bad, though? I did not map this sideboard. Frankly, I don't love Pulse of Marasa. I feel like Counterspell is just less efficient than Pyroblast. And try and run it like that. We'll be on the play for game 2. No lands, got a mulligan. Has a land but can't cast anything, got a mulligan. Has lands, can't cast things, and no mulligan. And actually, pretty good start. So we'll throw back 2 basics and throw down a Colony Garden and say go. I like the Tithing Blade Skyfisher start. That's actually like a solid game plan against them. For attunement. Grab Island, I suppose. Attack with our plant and say go. Opponent, just land go. We will just land go. Stellar gameplay at the moment. Ooh, something's happening. Brainstorm. Interesting that they cycled their Lorien Revealed into play Brainstorm. There's a chance that they just drew that for turn. In this moment, I'm kind of feeling not having any graveyard hate. I mean, I would love to draw like Bajuka Bog. I also really like this Chrysler to resolve. Yeah, I'm gonna say go. Am I? Yeah, 4 instants and sorcery. Nah, I'm gonna make him commit to something. I have Rides End up at the moment, like hard cast without the cost reduction. Okay, brainstorm into clearing, brainstorm with a mental note. They can start snaking here. There's a terror, and they have a counter spell up. Okay. So, what do we want them to counterspell? Not Tithing Blade. I want them to counterspell Writhing Chrysalis. So I guess I'll cast Writhing Chrysalis. Because this lets me resolve my Tithing Blade. Make the dudes, make black mana, sack the dude, Tithing Blade you. And feeling decent here. We have Skyfisher to be able to loop this. We're getting in with two of our plants to establish dominance. Our whites and our black are the same land, which makes it a little tricky for us to loop Tithing Blade right now. Oh, that's good. And they're using their counter spells on things that, like, I don't know. Like, this isn't the worst case scenario for me, you know? Outscour me? Why? Do they know the top of their deck and they like it? I don't think so. I think it's random for them. We have a lot of little dudes to chump block right now. Fuck it, sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Wow, what a nothing turn from them. Jeez. Watch them attack and get blown up by Ride's End. This is hilarious. Oh, 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 oh. White. Sack it. Ride's End ya? That's hot. That's so hot. Okay, Island is a great draw, actually. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana if we want it. So, Archaeomancer, get back Ride's End. We just have another removal spell in the future. I'm going to pop these out. And then, and pick up Tithing Blade. Say go. Feeling good in this spot. Let's go me again. Both of my ghostly flickers. Are you kidding me? Like, and that must have been random, because why would you Thought Scour if you had Ponder in hand? Decline to use the ability. Another Terror. They know I have answers, so they must have a way to protect it. Tribute. And let's attack with Skyfisher here. And I think I'm just gonna try and Ride's End it. We also just have so many jump blocks with all of the plant tokens and spawn tokens. It's white mana. Ward. Okay, didn't even make me pay the ward. I guess they know my hand. I only have 4 mana though, so it'd be deep analysis. No, but they have Lorien. Okay. We're kind of just forced to try this. Oh, it worked. Sick. We're both empty-handed. We're just kind of top decking, but they have Lorien revealed, so they got a bit of a head start. Oh, should I have flipped that Tithing Blade? I have nothing else happening. No, I certainly should have flipped that. That was, yeah, that was loose. Oh my God, second from the top, 100%. What are you talking about? That lets me pick up. Oh my God, that kickstarts everything. Jesus. Oh my, oh. Hit you for 1. Make white mana. Skyfisher. Always yield to Skyfisher. Pick up Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer. Get back Ghostly Flicker. And then I think it is worth it here to pick up the Tithing Blade. And now we just have action. And we have another Skyfisher coming. They're in trouble. They can buy time with Sleep of the Dead, but if they're using Sleep of the Dead defensively without any pressure on board, they're just not. That's not a winning position for them. They didn't shuffle the Ponder, so found something that they liked. Not themselves, not me. Okay. Wanted to clear the ponder, I suppose. Island Delver not really helping him here. Serpent, that dies to a Tithing Blade, sure. And that also dies to a Tithing Blade and a Flickered Blade, and yeah. All of it just dies. You have a counterspell. You do not. So all of your stuff dies. Your stuff all dies. Axe. And cancel. No, I wanna present a clock. And we're just gonna pick up, I guess, Tithing Blade. Can answer their next thing. Ghostly Flicker can get back rides in if we need to. We're just killing every threat they have. That's the game plan. Got there. All right, all right. I don't think we need to change anything. Didn't even see Pyroblast, or we did see Tithing Blade. That, yeah, okay. Sideboard card did do work. Yeah, just ship it back. It would be really nice to see Bajuka Bog. No Bog, but first instance of Cryogen Relic. Is that good enough? That's really reliant on Cryogen Relic resolving, but we have green, blue, which are most important colors. I'll risk it. Delver start, scariest thing they could do. Okay, discharge if we get there is helpful. All right, hit immediately. Fantastic. It's so good for us. Double Delver, huh? Into Ponder to set up Delver. Oh! We're in trouble, besties. Raven Charm. That's not doing anything. Okay, that's a land, but it's a tapped red or white source, which is going to be a red source to get Chrysler in play. This is a fast clock. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. 2 turns on us right now? Woof. We know they have 2 of their mill cantrips in hand, which they can clear their ponder with right now. So I doubt we'll see a shuffle off ponder. Yeah, decline to use the ability. That's good. I mean, actually, that's really good. Okay, hit her. Oh, never mind. Fuck, I messed up. Oh, that's okay. I could have put abundant growth on something, and I just failed to do that. I tapped green when I should have tapped blue. Okay, that sucks. Find tributary, play it, and say go. Unfortunately, oh, that we could have discharged one of the Delvers this turn and reduced the clock significantly. Oh, they didn't Thought Scour. They didn't clear their ponder. That's interesting. Okay, there's the mental note. Got rid of a terror. And a cryptic serpent. Okay. They're tapped out. Plant token deals with them. I mean, okay. Okay. Let's just kill this. We're like in a bit of trouble in that if they remove my plant token, I'm dead, but like our discharges weren't big enough to deal with the cryptic serpent. Hopefully they have nothing. But yeah, any tap effect, yeah, dead. All right, GG's. We got Delvered. Yeah, if I hadn't messed up the tapping there, we could have gotten the discharge on the first Delver. We would be at 2 in this case here. And then we could answer, or at least resolve Writhing Chrysalis. We have Cryogen Relic to tap him down. Yeah, nah, GG's opponent. Okay, we have mana underneath of us for game number 2, where we are on the draw. We've got Cryogen Relic, we've got Moment's Peace, and we've got Discharge. I'm going to keep this. I think we want to lead on Colony Garden because green spells are our color fixing spells, and that's the best top deck that we could have. Ooh, that may not be true anymore. I may want to just be able to discharge that. Yeah. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you Burning Tree, Haste Human, Sorcery me. Oh, no, just double Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's bad too. We were kind of thinking this would be a tough matchup. We have the Moment's Peace in hand. Maybe that's something. Burning Tree again. Axe. Let's get rid of one of their attackers here. And go to 10? No, I think I am going to use the plant token. Will I take 6 this turn? I think I'm going to have to, right? Because if they have Bushwhacker, we're just dead. 2, 4, 6, 7. I am priced into Moment's Piecing here, though, because I can't do anything else with my mana. If I can draw an untapped land for Chrysler. No untapped land for Chrysler. Woof. Ah. We're not technically dead on board. I'm going to go find an island so I can counterspell something. 2, 4, 6, 7. We go to 5 in theory. Yeah, I don't know what their last thing is. Like, they could have Bushwhacked me last turn and didn't. So I'm just going to play as if they don't have it. All right. Let's just Chrysler them and hope it's good enough. Another Tomb Raider puts us to 2 and dead to a bolt. Let's block, block, and block. Just bolt me if you got it, opponent. Don't make me click through all of this. Appreciate it. In game 2, we were close to stabilizing there. Breath weapons, hydros, weathers. We don't care about Thraben Charm. I think Pulse of Marasa is just worse than Weather the Storm. Counterspell is too clunky. We don't want it. Ghostly Flicker is pretty clunky, not gonna lie. Cryogen Relic's pretty clunky. But I need ways to enable my Skyfishers. I guess I'll go down one of them, right? Ride's End does something. It's not very efficient, though. We can just say Hydroblast is a more efficient Ride's End. One Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer buying back Hydroblast is so good. Is there anything else I would rather go down? What if we kept in both Archaeomancers and went down another Cryogen? I don't love that. We know we're going down this. Fogs and being able to get back Fog seems like a good plan to me. Maybe it is just Cryogen Relic. And we're just going to be more willing to pick up a land with Skyfisher. Just a 2-3 blocker is good. Okay. We will be on the play. That should help considerably. This hand doesn't cast anything. This hand also doesn't really cast anything, but it's got Campfire and my first 3 land drops. I'm risking this, and I think I'm going to throw back Ephemerate because it just does nothing. And hopefully Campfire is able to just buy us enough time to get to Attunes and Discharge and all that good stuff. Let's gain life, say go. No 1-drop for them is startling. How many Burning Trees do you have? 1. No, just 1, but they had Rally, which is pretty good. Okay, so we're basically fogging the Burning Trees. We're taking 2 a turn here, essentially. Okay. That works for me. 2-3 blocker is real. We gained our life off Campfire. Bushwhacker. Yep. It's a lot of damage. Fog is a land drop, I suppose. We're just drawing all of our not red or green lands. Say go. This Campfire has been clutch as hell so far, though. Synth hits Percussionist. They clearly don't have a bolt for Skyfisher, because they would have killed it if they'd been able to. Save as much damage as I can. Another Synth, but they hit their land drop. That's an interesting choice of order. Burning Tree is a full whiff. Nice. Okay, another Discharge. Campfire plus Skyfisher. As long as they can't kill my Skyfisher, we are stable on this board. But they're going to start being able to dig. Oof. Impulse too. Burning Tree Bushwhacker. They can't do both of those. Is Bushwhacker enough? 2, 4, 6, 8? Not quite. Ooh. Do they have the land drop? Because then it is enough. They have Galv Blast. Tough, okay. How can we survive? That might be too slow. That is too slow, ain't it? There's the green land. There's a Getting 2 life. They can cast this. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, more than enough. GG's. Raffle Stomp, 2 games in a row. Mana base looking rough in that matchup against Mono Red there. Probably should have mulliganed. Needed the green mana and just didn't have it. Okay, noted. Next round.
YouTube is great, but ads suck. Luckily, there's a way to get around them. And I'm not talking about paying for premium. Simply go to the App Store and download Firefox Focus. This is a privacy-based version of the Firefox web browser. It'll block any ads on any website you visit, including ads on YouTube. You can even connect your Google password to your Face ID to make having to log into YouTube every time you want to use it as smooth as possible. If you like this tip, you can leave me a tip at the Ko-Fi link in the description down below. Now, back to the video.
I love this hand. I'm going to keep it. On the draw here for round number 3. Gardens go. They have the ability to discharge their first play. Ooh, never mind. We might not be discharging anything at all because it's Ichor Wellspring time. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Is it Spy? Is this Spy that just raw dog 2 lands? That's crazy. We have Thraben Charm and Discharge. Yeah, they took Thraben Charm. Interesting. They drew the island. How do we want to do this? We have so many lands in hand right now. They're not going to kill me next turn. I think I just want to find Mountain and then pass. We can kill the Mezfiend if it's beneficial to us to do so, or we can just cycle Lorien Revealed on their end step. I want a little more information about what they're doing. The fact that they took Thraben Charm suggests that they're Spy. That just had 2 of their... Yeah, look at that. All right, Battleship Spy, Winding Way, Overgrown, Battlements, Elves of Deep Shadow, and Land Grant. Okay, so this will find Forest that they'll play for turn, and then they'll Land Grant again, I assume. No response here. Okay. Or am I going to kill the Mezfiend? Probably. I mean, the Battlement isn't actually making them extra mana. Like, it's only tapping for 1. And we can just attune for planes, play planes, pass turn. I guess we could kill Elves of Deep Shadow. I don't really think that changes anything. They're just going to Winding Way and then play all the creatures that they draw. Like, us killing this just cuts them off 1 mana. I don't think that makes a huge difference. Please with. Hit 3 cards. Pretty good. Sure. Guess we have to be fine with that. Okay, they now have walls. These are making mana. Not great. I don't really think I can just like fire off my Thraben Charm, so I'm going to cycle both of these Lorien Revealeds, grabbing an Islet and an untapped island here. Look is something, I suppose. Okay, passing. They can't actually go for a Spy win so long as I'm holding up Thraben Charm, but unfortunately I'm in a spot where I'm forced to hold up Thraben Charm here, and they can just start playing like Troll of Khazad-dûm. I could deal with a Troll. My Cryogen Relic deals with a Troll. Yep. And an Ent. Okay. So we have the Fog Loop in the deck, and we have the one of Thraben Charm. So, like, we have lines to stabilize here. Chrysler goes some amount of way to stabilizing, but I don't think I'm quite ready to do that. Am I? Let's just draw a card with Abundant Growth first. Get a little more information. More Colony Gardens. Okay, go. This plant token is probably chumping a generous end to this turn. Crowded Relic is probably going to keep Troll of Khazad-dûm tapped. Okay, taking 7 here down to 12. And step, keep the Troll tapped down. Archaeomancer, we're really close. 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. 2, 3, 4. Okay, the board is like basically stable as of next turn, just about. Please just gain life with your food. Sick. Another battlement. We have one unknown in hand. I feel like we can take 5 here. I kind of want to get down my second Chrysalis so that I'm able to block a troll profitably. Just fully shut down their ground aggression. Tune, but Colony Garden is a good chump blocker for us. This is +4, so 6 sevens. 6 7. So yeah, that blocks troll. All right, so if they hit another Mesmeric Fiend, that's basically the thing that kills us here. Nope. Awesome. Those are all basically whiffs. They can make a ton of mana, though. What's your one unknown card, opponent? Dread Return, Mesfiend. That's heinous. Good God. Can they kill me right now? Yeah, they can. Ah. So that was your one unknown, huh? Yeah, they just take the Thraben Charm here. I don't have another removal spell. That would have been a reason to play the Archaeomancer. Yeah, I had a line there. If I had Archaeomancered, well, I wouldn't have been able to play Chrysalis. Yeah, no, they got me here, though. Because this gets back Mesfiend. Mesfiend takes Thraben Charm. Then they use their Cerulean Caretaker to make a black to cast Spy, mill themselves, flashback, Dread Return, kill me. And yeah, if I'd been able to... Yeah, I don't know. That was tough. That was tough. Okay. We're fine. We have Fairy Macabres. Is weather something we care about? Is Tithing Blade something we care about? Campfire, I don't think matters all that much. Pulse does matter. Can hit their targets with their reanimation that I forgot the name of, but you didn't notice that. Counter magic seems good. Crowded Relic might be a little slow. Is there any reason to bring Breath Weapon? They're on walls. Like I saw a couple of elves that it probably sweeps up, but I don't think it's going to do quite enough for me to be happy with it. Especially we could bring in Tithing Blade over Crowded Relic. Like we could say that that's a swap. Maybe go down a Moment's Peace because we saw there Writhing Chrysalis like stabilized us, but like we can leave in one so that we have that loop available to us. Try it like that. God, this is another one of those hands where it's like, okay, I have Fairy Macabre, but I don't have green mana, so I'm not advancing my game plan. I think I have to mulligan this. Okay, I can keep this. Throwback counter spell. When it is on a mulligan down to 5 cards. Pressure's on. Abundant Growth gives us 1 extra look at a land next turn. But we hit it. No issues. No issues. We're uppy. Big uppy here. Okay, establish dominance. Relic, again, draws a card next turn to look for our next land drop. Knew about that one. Oh. I like this better, actually. Well, hold on. Bride's End can exile an overgrown battlements. No, it's better to get down Relic. Make sure we hit our land drop next turn, or up our chances of hitting a land drop next turn, I should say. Well, we're going to get there. What if these colony gardens were forests? How much do these plant tokens matter? Lead the Stampede. They're not very good. Mass Vandal is annoying because it takes out Abundant Growth. They didn't tap this, so our ride's end has no targets at the moment. Yeah, let's just island cycle. We're gonna need white mana lined up, so let's grab our beachfront, get that down, and say go, I suppose. I guess I'll attack. I forgot to last turn, but I need to establish dominance here. No respect. Oh god. Highland Grant. They have a lot with giant in hand. Play land. Ass Vandal. Yep. Tap this for white. Make them think about it. Yeah, we'll just cycle it here. There's Lorien. I like that. Grab, I guess, just regular island. And say go. No blocks here. I'm not too afraid of this combat damage. Counterspell is nice. Oh, okay. Okay. I can be patient with the counterspell on hand. Also, we can just end of turn cast Ride's End for 5 mana on their battlement if they continue to do nothing. Ooh, they're finally giving us a chance here. They're just hard casting that? I don't care about that. You can have a Saga Wildling. Sure. I think I'll suck up 2 damage here from the little leopard guy. I am going to get rid of their mana here. Discharge is nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always yield. Pass. And the ground is secured yet again. We're not entirely safe. Olive roots. No attacks. Good. Ladies and gents, I dare say that we are stable here. Yeah, I think I can attack. If they just block with olive roots, I won't do anything. But like, if they block with anything else and like let me do stuff, okay, I'll sack one of them. Just a treat, you know, just a treat. They must have only one swamp because they've held that Troll of Khazad-dûm in their hand this entire time. Still on nothing. Tune was nice. What's the best thing for me to get here? I guess lanes and combat. I guess just attack with Chrysler again. Letting me in. I guess I could be getting in for more, but I just wonder if the mana from spawn tokens is going to be relevant. Skyfisher is pretty solid. I just want to Skyfisher. And I'm just going to pick up and replay a Colony Garden here. I just want to have Skyfisher on board because I think we're just trying to pressure their life total significantly here. They're down to 9. We have Counterspell, Discharge, and Thraben Charm all up right now. Lead the Stampede. That's a good one to Counterspell, I think. Masked Vandal with no targets. Sure. Land. I mean, yeah, combat. Stacks. Start eating through your board here. Pass. Now we actually have up like a bunch of interaction. Spy, yep. Targeting me. Jerk. Ah, but Bog, that would have been good. I'm going to discharge the Sagu here. Just because that lets Core Skyfisher attack. Combat. Swing. The 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put them to 1. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, you know what? It did matter a little bit. I should have sacked 1 spawn token to put them to 2 so that Skyfisher itself is lethal, because now we don't have lethal. Okay, but they believe that we had interaction for them. Okay, anything different that we want to do? Nope, don't think so. Send it back and hope it looks like that again. It's a little slow, but I think I keep it on the draw. I just need them to not turbo me out here. They're again on a mulligans. Mulligan to 5 from our opponent. Land Grant shows us Mass Vandal, Undergrowth Leopard again. Tinderwall, Winding Way. Okay. They don't really have anything to work with here, though. Like, there's no other way to find lands in their hand. Everything is 2 mana, so they have to sack the Tinderwall to get something going. Winding Way finds. Generous End was really good. Because then that lets them get down through the Caretaker. Yep. We're going to go find Tangled Islet here. And play it. And say go. Now this really Caretaker off the top is a good draw for them. It's basically free. They now get to... Or play the Leopard, sure. Guess it's a clock. Game not doing much. Let's just attune for Forest. And then we will play Forest. Abundant Growth on Mountain, draw a card. Abundant Growth on Forest, draw a card. That's pretty good too. But we have our next land drop lined up here already. Chrysler lined up for next turn. I don't think... Yeah, no, they can't take me off that. And they're just real down bad at the moment. Gatekeeper Vine is a land. I would assume finds Swamp? No, probably just Forest. Oh, no, okay. I was thinking that they would want to leave Forest Swamp in their deck, because then Troll of Khazad-dûm can find something, but maybe Troll is just a 1 of and it doesn't matter. Here's Mesfiend. See what they take here. They got options. Skyfisher just stabilizes the board as well as Chrysalis, yeah. Like a 2-3 also just stops all of this. They hit us for 2 and then nothing else for a few turns. I kind of think that Skyfisher pick up Abundant Growth into Lorien, find Beachfront, play it, and now our colors are all underneath of us, and they still need to find another land plus have Spy. Well, Lead the Stampede can very easily get them both of those things. At that right in time, I would have had Counterspell up next turn to be able to address that. Okay, all mana and a land searcher. Olive Roots. Sagu. I believe that's going to be all of their lands. Oh, Thraben Charm is nice. Play this. Jugabog, also really nice. Get in for 2, because we need to be applying pressure. And I think we just want to Skyfisher pick up Abundant Growth again. And say go. We kind of have Counterspell up. They can take us off that, but then we still have Thraben Charm up. So I'm not too worried. Mass Vandal, sure. That's fine. Another Wall of Roots, yep. Battlements, yep. A lot of mana. And no idea what the last thing they have in hand is. Cool. Let's bog them. She turns on, well, it turns off Mass Vandal that we know what they have in hand. 4 mana available. That is Counterspell and Thraben Charm. I'm just going to attack with 1 Core Skyfisher. We're not actually winning. I guess we are winning a race where there's attacking back and forth. But I kind of want the mana from Survivor's Encampment available to me. Yeah, they are 4 lands by. They have all their lands out. And we have nothing. Another Counterspell. This will just go find Island. That just makes me want to attack with both. Let's just try and get this game over with. 16 is also a better number to be attacking with both. It's a 4-turn clock as opposed to a 5-turn clock, so getting that free extra turn of mana and protection seems good to me. They're only getting in for 3, though. This isn't going to be fast enough. We just beat them in the race. We just counter anything with reach, or that's a problem for the Skyfishers. Sure, don't care about that. Okay. Discharge is a card. You have to think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. It would be 5 mana to cast Chrysalis. Because we discharge the Fiend, get Chrysler, play Chrysler. That doesn't really change our clock, though. And I can just as easily do it on their end step and have an extra mana for myself next turn. Okay. Like, we're winning the race as far as the clock is concerned, and we just have so much interaction in hand. Don't care about that. That's just mana. Doesn't have reach, doesn't affect my clock. I think we're seeing the fail case of a spy here. Turn clock. We're still winning this race. That's so funny. Yeah, but now here we can go discharge. Get back Chrysler. Yeah, this is good. So can I play Chrysler and hold up Counterspell, Counterspell, pull somewhere else with Raven Charm? Probably not. Am I holding that up to begin with, though? Blue, 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 blue. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not. I'm not holding up all of this. Okay, so let's just go 1, 2. Have like that, because they can get rid of my Abundant Growth at any time. I don't like them having that type of control over me. So Survivor's Encampment with the spawns. So now I just have double Counterspell, or I have Thraben Charm plus Counterspell. Okay, that seems good. And we have them dead me our next turn. I don't know what opponent could have that could get through all of this. I think it would start with Mesmeric Fiend, but like we would just counterspell that. I said what I said. No. So much mana. But do I let this resolve? Is there any way it goes wrong if I let this resolve? Is there any way it goes wrong if I counter it? If I counter it and they have another spy, it's a problem. Okay, yeah, fine. I have to let it resolve then. Yeah, they're just going for the combo. The game is ending here. Let's giant. There's 1 Dread Return. Do they have another Dread Return in hand? That might be it. Dread Return, targeting Lotless Giant. And boop. And we will just exile any number of that player's graveyards. Is that good enough? It is. We got there. Okay. Got one under the belt. Heck yeah. Never even saw Fairy Macabre. Just drew the 1 of Thraben's Charm, like basically every game where it mattered, or they just believe that we had it. And yeah, sick. Let's rally. Let's start this rally here. On to the next round.
If you like this deck, check it out with my Moxfield link in the description down below. By following me on Moxfield, you can keep up with the new brews I'm working on before they become videos. And you can even see the tuning updates for old brews too. Thanks again for your support. I'll see you on Moxfield.
We're on the play for round number 4. Love it. Keep. Colony Garden Survivor's Encampment. That can cast any card in our deck. Gardens, go. Lava Dart, my little guy. How dare you? Okay. We no longer can cast anything in our deck. Let's just start with Abundant Growth here, because we have the Campfire to play this turn. And I would want to do that over a tap land. Maybe an argument to putting it on Survivors of Cameron, but I suppose next turn we can just go Attune with Ether for Plains, Skyfisher, pick up Abundant Growth. That's not gaining any life with Campfire, but we'll see how much pressure we're under. I don't think we're going to have to worry about anything until turn 3, really. Nothing from opponent. Okay, there's also just Lorien revealed, grab a tap land, gain life with Campfire. I kind of like that. Grab Tributary, play Tributary, gain 2 life, say go. So this deck so far, as it's been playing out, has felt very tap land heavy, very slow and clunky, because Lorien revealed and Attune with Ether are basically tap lands. So the Colony Gardens being tap lands is kind of adding to that clunkiness. Like, what if this had been a forest? Or you've just been able to play this on turn 1 plus Abundant Growth it. Like, oh wow, nothing from opponent. Grab Plains, play Plains, fish. And then we'll pick up Abundant Growth, I guess. That was a question of, do I replay Abundant Growth or do I gain life with Campfire? And I think it's replay Abundant Growth, honestly. Put on the Plains this time. Still don't have a land. Still do not have a land lined up for next turn, but we do have Chrysler. Missing out on some life gain with Campfire, but if they're missing land drops and doing nothing, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay. They have a handful of spells, though, which is scary in its own right. Let's just start here. Moment's Peace. We're just going to do a repeat of last turn, I suppose. Boop. Can I draw my land, please? No, kind of. We have it for next turn. But it's 4 life we've missed out on with Campfire, but it's also 6 life we've gained. 7 life, I guess, from opponent's burn spells. Highway Robbery. Is this Sneaky Snacker time? It is. Luckily, Chrysler just stops that. Let's see if they find that land drop that they've been missing. They do not. Okay. Kinda like just getting Colony Garden down here. Am I able to hold up Counterspell next turn with Chrysler? I mean, if I'm casting Counterspell this turn, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's jam this. We're trying to get the first counter on here because that's just a big boon. And we'll gain life with the mana. So I missed out with some life gain with the earlier Campfires, but now we're like very stable at the moment. We're just gonna have to be working through their 7-card hand. These Ghostly Flickers, this is both copies in the deck, and they just are doing nothing here. Ugh. I guess like 5 mana gain 2 life. Grab the prize. I would have loved to have counterspelled that, but c'est la vie. Opponent is just passing the turn here. Bajuka Bog is hella nice. I'm going to use that. And now Ghostly Flicker does something. There's 2 Lava Darts in the bin that they can't really take advantage of. Heck yeah. Let's Attune with Ether, go grab an island. And I don't really see a reason to attack. I'm fine with just the status quo here. I really am going to have to think about countering this grab the prize. No, I don't care. Highway Robbery has been plotted. Sure. And opponent is passing the turn here. We'll gain life with our Campfire. We're still hanging out at 22. The fogs don't feel great, and the flickers don't feel great. I guess I should just start the beatdown, because we need this game to end before they're able to leverage all of their resources. Like, I can cast Moment's Peace, I'll fog 2 damage, I don't care. That's all of a sudden a card that does something. 2 mana, gain 2 life, sure. It's that bad boy that I'm not going to let resolve. That one happens. I have a Fiery Temper, okay? Aha, you fell for my carefully laid trap of Moment's Peace. They don't have anything on plot at the moment. Oh, yeah, I need to pop these out because Moto does that. Well, Darren Epicure, just making my moments piece better, buddy. They're probably jump blocking though, honestly. Oh, oh, ho, ho, ho. Orion revealed? Draw three? Yes, please. Yes, we'll use a tune. I could have thought about that more. Grab Island. Gain life. Pass the turn. We did basically just draw 3 lands there. But hey, we're 3 cards deeper into the deck. His Campfire has been so good. It's making me kind of want additional copies of Campfire. Like, Pulsa Marasa has had some moments where it just hasn't looked all that good. Like, we don't exactly have any creatures that are going to the bin reliably. And, like, we have no fetch lands. So, like, none of our lands cycle or, like, go to the graveyard of their own accord. So we just don't have many good ways of utilizing Pulsa Marasa or, like, giving it targets. So maybe if that was just a Campfire, that's just a better life gain option. It also does the thing of being 1 mana and 1 mana to activate. So, like, with all of our tap lands, it's like something that's pretty easy to weave into our turns where we're like casting Abundant Growths and cycling Attune with Ethers and Lorien Revealeds and like just finding spots to gain 2 life here and there. Discarded Bolt, that's crazy. We untap into an incredible draw of Cryogen Relic, which we will cast immediately. Ghostly Flicker is now fully turned on. Took a bit, but suddenly we're getting so. Oh my goodness. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana potentially available to me. I could Archaeomancer to get back Counterspell if I wanted. Let's just attack first and see what happens. Because again, we have to end the game. Doesn't surprise me. So what are we doing for sure? For sure, we're gaining 2 life. That's going to happen. With 5 mana available to us, I kind of like having Ghostly Flicker on Bojuka Bog, Cryogen Relic, or Cryogen Relic Campfire available to me. I think I'm going to get down my tap land. Gives me a little more options for next turn. Yeah. Yeah, Ghostly Flicker hitting Campfire, it's not an efficient way to gain 2 life, but it's a way to gain 2 life if necessary. Another Flame Breather. We haven't really hit any of our removal spells, I'll say that much. Grab the prize, but discarding a mountain, so not actually dealing us damage. With the Flame Breathers, it's just a regular grab the prize right now. Sure. 6 mountains in play from our opponent, who missed their land drop on 2 for a few turns. Another Flame Breather. Okay, yeah, we can work through all of these. Oh, you think I won't spend 3 mana to gain 2 life? Because I will. If they had 3 Fire Blasts right now, we would be dead. Like, that would be the case even if, like, I don't know. Like, that's just going to kill me, like, no matter what. Archaeomancer. This will get back Counterspell. We now have a card draw engine in Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, Cryogen Relic. Fire Blast target me. Okay. That's 7 damage. Well, they didn't kill me on the spot when I knew they could kill me, so I don't think they're gonna do it now. Add 2 of them. Okay, yep. First Fire Blast resolves. Okay, can I go down to 5 real? I guess I should gain my 2 life here. So I have a Lava Dart in the bin. Just gonna get back Counterspell. It makes me feel safe. Okay, I feel safe. Lava Dart is 4 damage. And then another spell kills me. Do I need to find something here? I guess I could flicker these 2. Tap here, here, and here. Still have access to Counterspell. Now at least we have options to like gain life for like find removal for Flame Breather if need be. Here's a discharge. That's pretty good. 2 discharges. Hell yeah. We knew they were capable of doing this. Puts us to 3. We kill 1. At 3, a lightning bolt just kills us either way. That's so tough. That's so tough. We're short like a mana here. I guess we could have not flickered Campfire. We could have flickered Cryogen Relic and an Island, and we could have 2 mana up right now, or Counterspell. Now, do we go to 5 and be dead to Bolt, or do we Galv Blast to kill a Flame Breather and be dead to Bolt? We're dead to Bolt either way. So what's the higher upside play? If we're dead to Bolt no matter what, I guess I'm going to discharge another one of these guys and just pray that they have nothing. They discarded a Mountain to grab the prize earlier and a Bolt before that even. Go. I've got nothing else. We're dead. Great. Potentially was a way that I could have navigated that to not be dead in that spot, because I didn't end up using the thing that I untapped. Okay, a bunch of life gain. I don't think the fogs matter. I don't think the counter spells really matter. It's because Hydroblast is just more efficient. Weather Storm's more efficient. Same reason Pulse of Marasa, just more efficient versions of all these effects. Sleep Flicker, kind of same logic. Ride's End, sort of same logic. If you leave in a counterspell over a Ride's End, Raven Charm also deals with stuff. It can deal with stuff. Okay, I think I like that. Keep this. Slow and clunky, but stable mana. Let's go. Mountain Pass from the opponent. We'll find our green-blue tap land, Tangled Islet. And say go here. Carding Faithless Looting. Okay. That's a good discard for them, but it's on the better end of discards from our perspective. So Colony Garden can come down here. We hit our land drop. That's good. I think Cryogen Relic is just going to be the most mana efficient. If I could learn to tap properly, it would be at least. So many Chryslers. We can end the game quick, in theory. Okay, there's Sneaky Snacker, but we can Skyfisher or Chrysler to just nullify that and make it not matter. Okay, start here with Abundant Growth. Still haven't found land drop. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm picking up Cryogen Relic so that we have a chance to draw our land here. If we whiff, we'll have to discard the hand size, but I really want to hit a land. We whiffed. So we're discarding probably an Archaeomancer, honestly. The opponent also missed a land drop last turn, which means they have all action. Highway Robbery, they're still looking for their land drop. We have another Snacker. Luckily, we have like pretty resilient like threats against Snacker. They did hit that land. Can they kill my Skyfisher? I'd be surprised if they didn't here. Yep, have the Bolt for it. But in order for that to matter, we need to be able to actually hit our land drop and stick a Chrysler. Untap land, one time. Come on, dealer. I said untapped. Gosh darn it. Relic here. And we have a Hydroblast, I guess, as something. Say go. Gonna go down to 10. Not feeling great. Onan hits for 4. Yep. That Colony Garden had been a basic forest, we could have Writhing Chrysalis in play right now. I don't love countering this one as much as I do grab the prize, but I think it's important to restrict their ability to churn. They have Pyroblast. Woof. I was going to trade for something. Let's go to Cast Into the Fire, okay? Bolt me down to 7. Double Fire Blast kills me. They appear to have that, exactly that. All right. Lost a close one in game 1, and then stumbled and got mad punished in game 2 there. On to the next round.
Oh, hey, you're still watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Check me out in the Ko-Fi link down below, and yeah, I'll let you get back to it.
Final match of the league, we are going to keep this opening hand here. Another burn deck for us to face down. Hasn't gone well so far. This appears to just be red-black madness, though, which I like a little bit better than mono-red madness, because I think our Chryslers and our core Skyfishers are going to do a much better job of mitigating their ability to harm us. Let's do this, grab a Tributary, say go. Yeah, because we can just go Tributary Relic next turn. Vampire's Kiss, Rakdos Carnarium, okay. It's just Relic here. Bog of our own, that's kind of nice. Untap land to be able to slam Chrysalis into would be nice, but they don't exactly have a ton of pressure at the moment. Just Epicure hitting us for 1 every turn. They got a big dragon in our future. Another Epicure, okay. We're down to 11. That's really good. That was a hot draw. That was a really good draw. The board is relatively stable now. Discarding a land to a blood token. No synergy there. That's just card draw. Faithless Looting. See what we come up with. Double land. Wow. All right. So they just are flooding real bad over there. Bolt us. Bolt us. Passing, okay? We need to find some life gain to feel comfortable. But this bog is nice to get rid of the Faithless Looting. Cryogen. I'm not going to be able to find Counterspell here. I guess, no, I do have an opportunity to draw Counterspell by cracking a Cryogen Relic. I guess I have to pass the turn then. They have so many looks. So we know that they're about to cycle a land. That's one fresh look for them. They have two more looks. Okay, one more look, two randoms. Fiery Temper's tough. Think we just hold steady here. And Bolt, okay. Have to draw exactly Counterspell. Didn't get there. Bring in all the life gain stuff. Bride's End is inefficient. Moment's Peace is actually decent against them. Don't like Pulse, though. Don't love the flickers, they're just a little slow. Go down to one, go down to one. We just have more efficient versions of these effects in the deck right now. What was my last cut in the other match? It was probably Moment's Peace, but I actually kind of like having a one of Moment's Peace floating around in the deck here. Okay, let's just get all of these out of here. I like that Skyfisher and Chrysler nullify their threats. Like, they just stop their aggression. Which maybe that's the reason that we don't need Moment's Peace, because just we have creatures that just stop it. And Weather the Storm is basically a Moment's Peace. Keep. Like this hand. Not for the Ephemerate, but other than that, it's fine. Maybe we just go Colony Garden and say go. So I'm looking at 4 mana, being able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Grab Beachfront, play Beachfront, attack for 0. Lightning Axe on my plant token? Freaking sure, Doug. He thinks I kind of have to get a red source here. And say go. That's pretty good. I like that I can just kill Kitchen Imp here, though. Okay, there's another Attune. Play land, say go. Be willing to take 2 from Sneaky Snacker here, because we can go Attune with Ether, Core Skyfisher, Weather the Storm next turn. And that's a gain 9. Opponent getting in for 2. I'm so sorry. I hear my son crying on the changing table with my beautiful wife helping him. There's a Hydroblast. I would love to find something good to bounce with Skyfisher before I play it. Bolt me, sure. We're going to be going down to 11 this turn. Or Kalemancer is something. Skyfisher will pick up Mountain and pass. Hopefully they play something on end step that I can Hydroblast and then Weather the Storm. Freaking perfect here. Let's see what they Fiery Temper first. Targeting me. So let's just counter the Lightning Axe. That's coming at me. Let that resolve. Oh, I don't have priority in my own end step. What the heck is up with that? All right. Heinous. Okay, Dark Withering. Destroy target non-black creature. Fortunately, I have to pick up a land here. Take 2. And now this time I won't forget to Weather the Storm. We have no targets, so we're not going to be able to do anything with our Ochaeomancer. Let's just get back Hydroblast, which we do have up technically. I'm not going to counter that one. Kitchen Imp, yep. Down to 15. We've got time, though. Abundant Growth is nice. And we're not blocking, so I guess we're attacking. Putting us to 11 here. And that is the question, do I need to counter this? I kind of think I do. Sure. Say go. We're just bleeding out to these not red creatures. I mean, a Chrysler almost stabilizes us immediately. Skyfisher would be good. 4 down to 7. That's a great target for Hydroblast. We are in this. We just need to be able to answer the board. Come on, top of the deck. Heart of the cards. Nope. Could be dead this turn if they just have a lightning bolt, which their deck is like, that's like half the deck. Okay. Dead. GG. Tough outing. Back-to-back weeks tough outing. Zombies and 4-color energy not performing great. I feel like I didn't play my best. There were a couple of times, especially in those mono-red matchups, where there were moments where if I Ghostly Flicker a land instead of the Campfire, maybe we have up a counterspell in order to interact with something, and maybe we're still in that matchup. But overall, I liked a lot of pieces of this deck. But the biggest problem with it, of course, was the mana base. Survivor's Encampment and Colony Garden, I think, might just be cute. I don't actually know how reliable it was, and there were multiple times when I kind of realized that I have spent the first 3 to 4 turns of the game building out my mana, barely making it functional, and my opponent developing a board, and all of a sudden I'm on the back foot and I'm dying, and I need the perfect answer to interact with them. What I'm kind of thinking of doing, because I like a lot of what's going on. Cards I did not like though. Pulsum Rasa, gonna get cut. Bride's End, probably a little too specific, probably gonna get cut. Raven Charm, maybe same thing. I'm really leaning towards, and I know we want to be ideologically consistent, but I think a snow mana base might just be better. Being able to get some Screds in here so that we have efficient 1 mana interaction so that we can have, and also just getting rid of the Colony Gardens, replacing these. Basically, I'm just thinking replace these with forests, replace these with more forests, and maybe an additional Bajukabog or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I liked the Attune with Ethers, and I liked the Lorien reveals. I actually think that they did a lot of work. And if we can be a base Simic deck, playing almost exclusively untapped lands, like our only tapped lands being Tangled Islet, Idyllic Beachfront, and Molten Tributary, just the 3 splash colors, and then Attune with Ethers and Lorien reveals are like the rest of our tap lands. We have 11 total. Everything else coming in untapped would let us use Campfires if we get an additional copy of Campfire in here, would let us cast our Abundant Growth, would let us use our removal spells on opposing creatures in order to keep us alive. I'm kind of thinking main deck Breath Weapon might be a thing that we want access to in here. Yeah. That's my thoughts at the moment. I won't edit this deck list at all, so you can still like go in and look at it and everything for the video. But like that's kind of where my head is at for moving forward. Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. Might try going back to one of my previous brews next week for next week's video. Shoebox is an event that is coming up in Minneapolis. Again, Minneapolis is just in the news so much. Yeah, everyone show up, support that event. And like I'm kind of hoping to be there. We will see. But my next few weeks of gameplay is going to be kind of testing, just in case I'm able to go to that event. Again, we got a newborn, so we'll see if I'm able to make it work and get a 4-hour drive in a weekend away from everything. Like we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be coming back to this list just because I like the concept of it. But yeah, I might be revisiting Reanimator, revisiting some of the other decks we've already played here. And yeah, look forward to that. Like, share, subscribe, all the buttons down below. And fuck ice. All right, that'll be all.